My day starts the night before.
These motherfuckers right here, boy. What? What? You fly? You fly? Oh, that's it. I'm not playing with you. Where'd you go? Oh, you're up there, you little bastards. You better get out of there. Go ahead, land on the wall. It's over. There's no revival. Oh, now you bringing backup. Okay, Roaches. Bet, it's game on.
I bunker the hatches, strap up, grab the gat, and go to war.
Got him.
The first night, this happened.
I just woke up to a roach crawling on the inside of my thigh. About had a swinging heart attack.
And from that point forward, I understood what it was gonna be. Either me or them.
For a war in here. I hope your homies find out.
Now that my surroundings have been cleared, I lay down with my headlamp right next to my head, of course in case there's another spy invasion, and proceed to attempt at sleeping throughout the night. Typical mornings in Haiti would begin with me waking up in a puddle of my own sweat, since the heat from the previous day decided to hang out in the room throughout the night and bond with the cockroaches.
Good morning.
If I was lucky, I'd wake up from the heat and not from cars honking, dogs barking, or whatever this is. Rolling out of bed, I'd Vin Diesel Peter Panda dance to the bathroom to ensure I don't step on the carcasses of my fallen enemies out of respect, of course. Then I'd release whatever fluids I didn't pour out of my skin throughout the night, flushing it down with a heart-shaped bucket of water that reminds me I'm lucky to have water at all. I then realize my flushing/shower water bucket is nearly empty, so I go to the kitchen to refill it. Now before I can set the phone down to film and walk back to the bucket, the gran of the house has already started to refill my bucket for me. In this moment, I feel like a spoiled brat whose 70-year-old grandma is doing physical labor that I should clearly be doing myself. I then try to go outside because about halfway through my trip I realized the only attempt at not sweating is either waking up early and going outside or getting in the river. But unfortunately, I'm rejected at the door and have to awkwardly wait until someone with the key gets up and unlocks the door. So instead of asking, I go back to my room and start packing for the day. After getting the camera gear packed and ready to go, I walk outside to see my favorite boys. These kids basically shadow us the whole time we're here. They take us to the river, they follow us to the house, they walk around with us when we're trying to find Wi-Fi at the end of the night to post.
These guys help me post everything on Instagram. I don't go anywhere without them.
We even made up our own handshake.
I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret.
Then it developed into this, which looks like I'm punching them in the head, but I swear they asked for it. After some breakfast and extremely sweet coffee, we head towards the job site. I proceed by getting my ass kicked for a few hours, trying to film it and tell the story that's about partnership and not being a white savior, which is really difficult, but worth the fight. We're in this life together, and telling stories about focusing on each other and helping each other through this life is important to me. The more we learn about each other and show the humanity in one another, the closer we'll become. Typically, we only make it about halfway through the day and I am dripping sweat, socially exhausted from communicating but not being able to properly speak to anyone, and ready for a shower that I skipped in the morning. So we head to the river. I only filmed this a few days because it was genuinely my time to escape from everything and just be. Plus, half the locals were bathing naked, and if you know anything about me already, you know I'm an extremely lazy editor who doesn't want to have to frame by frame blur out what YouTube and social norms deem not okay. I love filming and I love what I do, but there are times when I'm traveling and life in general is so intense that just being and interacting is all I want to do. And in this case, also enjoying every inch of my body submerged in life's most precious physical asset, cold water, sounds great. It takes all the negative energy away and refuels me for the 15 unplanned stops we're about to make on the way home. We leave the river, and on our way home, we stop and we stop and we stop because Christopher, my main connection, guide, and now friend, is very popular and everyone wants to feed him and say hi. Half of me wants to stop and make the most of every single moment while I'm in Haiti, but the other part of me wants to go home, lay on my bed, wallow in my sweat, and eat coconut cookies. Eventually, we make it home for the evening, which means I have to load the day's footage to my computer, create the daily vlog, which are still on my Instagram, and after processing all the footage and having my alone time for the day, we get to head out and hunt to find connection. On one hand, it blows my mind that there's internet connection in this tiny little rural Haitian town. And on the other hand, where the fuck? I mean, it surprises me how we have to find different physical spots every night to find connection. You probably can't see me literally at all. And this is what we're doing to get connection out here in Haiti, to post every single night. We walk down this road after our full day of work just so we can get a few things off. And tonight, somebody from the house literally walked down to get us and told us we have to come home because we're not safe. They're taking every precaution possible with me. Back home for the evening, I strap up and get ready for the purge session that's about to ensue. I may be a vegetarian, but I'm not granola. There are two outcomes to invading my inner thigh space, and one of them is war. Now that was a somewhat humorous, hopefully, but real look into my daily routine in Haiti. Of course, every day wasn't the same, and I have a ton of videos on my channel showing my whole trip in Haiti. I'll put a couple up right here at the end so you can continue watching that as well. Now, real quick, I also just dropped 2 photo NFT projects, my first ones ever. So if you're someone who believes in this channel or wants a beautiful canvas printed out for cheap at your local Costco or whatever print shop is near you in the world, you can go down in the description and find those full res images available for you. But there's only 10 a piece, so after the first 10 go, that's it until another project comes out. Again, I'm Fila. Thanks for watching until the end. Until next time, you try to live your dream, and hopefully I'll see you there. Peace.
These little bastards are fast too. Not so fast when you don't have all your legs.